Alright, freaks, it's that time of the day. Actually, this is the first freak show. It's June 25th, and it is, as you can see, World Cup time. As you can see, I'm sporting the Mexico colors, but tomorrow is the big USA game. As you can see, I also got the red, white, and blue. So with that, let's go ahead and start off with some World Cup talk. Basically, the round of 16 will begin tomorrow. It's the round of elimination, one and done, and you're out. The big game is, of course, the United States versus Ghana, and the U.S. hasn't advanced since 1930, if I'm not mistaken, or won the group, I should say. And I gotta say, I'm so glad what the U.S. has done in this World Cup because, yes, as you can see by my jersey, obviously I am from Mexico, and I am obviously rooting for Mexico with everything that I got for them to win. But I'm so proud of what the U.S. is doing because maybe this is finally the time where they're actually going to get to do something in this country for the sport of soccer and get people involved. I'm not saying this is going to overtake baseball or football or basketball, but it might, get on top of hockey. Maybe it'll overpass NASCAR. You just never know. This World Cup has actually brought out enthusiasm for soccer from the Americans, and it also helped that their team is winning the American hearts with the way they're playing on the field. A couple of those goals were terrible. They should have had them, especially that first one. Everybody, we know which one we're talking about. But you know what? They show what the American spirit is all about. They're relentless, they're tough, they never give up. And you know what? When the bright lights came on, Landon Donovan scored the biggest goal in this nation's history. So tomorrow, I'm picking the U.S. 2-1 over Ghana. And is that a bold prediction? Absolutely, because that would mean that the U.S. is in the Elite 8, But, again, U.S. over Ghana, 2-1. Moving on to Sunday's game, my game, Team Mexico. No one expects Mexico to beat Argentina. Absolutely no one. As a matter of fact, next to Brazil, Argentina was probably the favorites coming into this World Cup. Although, the first three games, a lot of people are saying that Argentina is the best team in the World Cup. A lot of people say that Lionel Messi is probably the best soccer player in the world right now. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But the point is, no one, and I do mean no one, expects Mexico to win. With that being said, there's got to be an upset of the World Cup, so why not this one? Not because, of course, that's why I'm hoping to win the whole thing, but I'm going to go out and say Mexico will get the win. And a resounding, get this, resounding 2-0 victory. Resounding. Goals will be scored by Giovanni Dos Santos, and the other one by none other than El Capitan El Gato, Rafael Hernandez. Now, I wish that my boy Cuauhtémoc Blanco, he is the oldest man in the World Cup right now, but he has scored. As a matter of fact, he has now the first Mexican player to score in 3 World Cups. But unfortunately for this game, I really don't see him playing at all, if any. Maybe if Mexico takes the early lead, maybe they put him in the second half for insurance purposes. As far as the leadership goes, they thrive off his leadership. 2-0 Mexico over Argentina. You heard it here on the Freak Show first. Now, I am in the World Cup spirit, but let's moving on. Obviously, there's a bunch of other things happening in the world of sports. The NBA draft was last night. As local of interest, of course, here in San Antonio, the San Antonio Spurs. We'll get to my Chicago Bulls in a minute, but again, the Spurs, once again, people are saying they got the steal of the draft and drafting the Big 12 Player of the Year. To be honest with you, his name's not even coming to me right now. Anderson, I know his name's Anderson, but just give me a second. There's a truck coming. Hold on.